Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our live stream. Woo!
Yes, it is Thursday, which means it's the last day of my week, which I'm very happy about.
Yes, it's the last day of your week. Happy Friday to you, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, for everybody who doesn't know, I'm Kaya Tolliver. Look, I forgot my last name there for a second. I am a developer advocate here at Progress for Chef, and I'm joined here with my colleague Dan, who is also a developer advocate here at Chef. Um, Today, we're going to talk about custom resources, the power of resource partials. That's going to be exciting because we went over some custom resources here in the past, and I've got like a baseline knowledge. I'm hoping to get a little bit more in depth. Not sure if everybody is aware, but I come from a .NET development background, so DevOps is pretty new for me. Like the concepts are not new, practice is fairly new. So I'm learning a lot here, and I'm really happy to have Dan as my teacher, as my sensei, right? So, pre-flight checks. If you're not following us on Twitter, what are you doing? Hold on. Let me show this.
I think I'm clicking at the same time as you, so it's
Oh, we're clicking.
it's like shimmying off in the background, like do I come
Right.
on? Do I come on?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not following us on Twitter, what are you even doing? So follow us on Twitter at Chef. You get to keep up to date with what's going on in our community and what's going on with Chef. Actually, more of a community focused platform for us is our community Slack. Another one that you need to be on. Be there or be square. I'm not sure if everyone listening is aware of our hackathon going on, but people like hackers are competing for $60,000 in prizes. First prize wins 15 grand, so that's nothing to sneeze at. And even like the honorable mentions are PS5s and iPad Pros. So those are like some pretty sweet prizes, right, Dan?
I'm a bit blown away by the PS5, to be honest.
Right?
It's mad.
Yeah. I mean, like, how did you find PS5s? But
It's,
if you're interested in joining, head on over to DevPost to register. Also, our community Slack has a hackathon channel in which you can ask all questions hackathon, and just discuss, find teammates. We got, how many more days do we have left? No,
and it's like 4 weeks left, I think, now, isn't it?
4. Yeah, actually, so yeah, I think exactly. Um, well, just about 25 days, but it ends in October 25th is the last day to submit. So, like, there's plenty of time still. Like, think about it. You generally have 24 hours or a weekend for a hackathon, and you've still got 25 days to submit something pretty awesome. The topic is automate for good, whether it be the good of DevOps, whether it be the good of humankind. Like, it's very broad. So,
Kind of like what we're aiming for is if you take some of Chef's software and do something good with it, that will get you, that will get you up into the like really interesting prizes territory. Let's say you take Chef Client and do something interesting with it, or you take like Inspec and you make sure a bunch of things are working in the way that people expect them to be, and you do it for something else. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Since we last spoke, there have been another 15, 20 participants, which is pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
So we're on Thursday. So we said today we just broken 300 participants, which is mad.
Yes, that is mad. That is crazy. I mean, I'm excited to see all of the submissions.
And if you are not on the community Slack and if you're in the hackathon and you want to know and you want to talk to other participants about the hackathon, and you haven't got any good ideas, you haven't got a a team yet, and you want to get involved in that team, then Slack is the place to go. And there's a channel called Hackathon, which we want to go to, and I recommend going to Hackathon channel. There's only about 60 people in there, so I mean there should be 320 people in there as far as I'm
right.
You should all be in there. In fact, you should all 800 people should be in there.
Right.
You should be in there and chat some really interesting ideas, and I highly recommend going to Community Slack.
Yes.
There's a bunch of people that our mentors are in there as well. So if you want to chat to your mentor outside hours, Community Slack is the place to do that.
Absolutely. Now, Dan, you're a judge, aren't you?
I am. So yeah, you're all getting banhammered. Yeah.
All right, you get to be a part of picking the winners, which is awesome. I can't wait to see how that
I mean, which means I get to pick. Well, I get to see a bunch of really interesting projects.
Yes, hopefully. Absolutely. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Also, check out our Discourse page, guys. Here you'll find our community meeting notes. You'll find release notes, forum discussions, so forth and so on. Like, you want to know off the cuff what's going on with Chef, what's the latest with Chef, check out our Discourse. And finally, if you need help with any of our products, outside of asking for help in our community Slack, just check out our docs. We keep them pretty up to date, and you should get some really good help on getting started with Chef. Or if there's some syntactical things that you may need to brush up on, check out our docs. And that's pretty much it, Dan. What game do we have to play today?
Oh, so you know what? So we keep playing Gartic, and let's just trying to find them. So
Gartic, woo! It's my fave.
I mean, only because you won last time.
I know, right? It's my fave now. Because the last time I was like, okay.
Let me see if we can find another one. Does anyone have any more recommend? Oh, QB, how you doing?
Hey, QBRD. Are we an emo only?
I did it again. Just, let me fix it.
Oh, emo only is off. Okay, good.
Oh, cool.
Yay!
No, you're just emote mad. That's all good. Let me just maybe words with friends. Let me just see if this is
words with
suitable. Maybe. Yes. Maybe. No, it's like Scrabble, but I'm pretty bad at Scrabble.
Are you?
I'm really bad at Scrabble. Like, yeah, QB is in emote mode. So, got tick. Let's see. It might just play Gartic again because.
Okay, let's do it.
It's brilliant. Let me just grab a link, get a room open. I think there we go. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I just entered a random room. That's what I got. Yeah, I just need to get out of here. Let me out of here. Yes. Thank you. Let me share the screen. You can just see my pain. Window, and you'll also see all my Postgres windows in the background. Awesome doing this. Right, let's go. Rooms. Let's just have 5 players, and let's do verbs. Right. Okay, let's start this.
Can you put it in Slack too, please, Dan?
Literally just typing this into Slack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's cool. That's cool. Da, 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 da.
Why does it like to do
Oh, hey Beans.
Every time it comes up, there's like an ad, and I don't know.
Ad blockers. I don't do the internet without ad blockers. Probably for that reason. All right, I think we've got 4 people, so let's just start. Beans almost beat me today, so I'm gonna. Ooh. Trolling will leave in a second. Why is it being weird? That's super slow. Come on. Come on. QB, QB, you're so close. QB's got it. Hey, have a look at QB's suggestion.
Okay.
Ethan's your close as well. Just gonna remove some hair.
I don't know what else to call it.
Remove the ing. Remove the ing.
Oh. I missed it.
For anyone not playing, it was shave. To shave.
Oh, QB. Snooze ya lose.
Oh, come on. Oh my.
What? This is getting interesting.
Oh no, what?
Got it.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Although if you think about it, it's in the middle, like you've just finished clapping.
Right.
My gesture was pretty close. I was like, all right. Yeah, masterpiece.
Wow. That's this is gonna be hard.
What was it? How many points did I set it to? Just American. Being American.
Let's see him.
Wow, this is hard.
Okay, hint. I'm gonna give a hint.
No, I'm not suggesting. I'm gonna type what I'm thinking anyways.
Did somebody hit? Yay! Okay. I can't hit any more letters?
Yes, trolling. I'm definitely not trying to type that word in. Assemble. Ah. Okay.
I was trying. It was hard. Calling.
Sharing.
It looks like sitting in fire.
Oh, hang on. Do I need to?
Oh.
You. I was worried that the trolling was going to write something really rude for a second.
What did y'all get?
Fire.
Fire.
It's where the dog's sitting in that room full of fire.
Yeah, but like, okay, fire. That's not a verb. All right, fine. Unless you fire somebody.
Bam.
Good.
That was quick. If anyone's watching and not playing, that was smiling or smile. Turns out, like, color coding the thing you want to do really works.
Wait, were you sharing your screen? Did I just miss that?
No, I unshared it.
Oh,
thankfully. I think I just unshared in time. Let me just hide these tabs because no one wants to see all of these. There you go.
What? All right.
Oh, what?
I didn't mean to do that. Okay. The person. Okay, this looks good. Yep. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Yum.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, what? Yummy food. No, what?
Nobody hit it. Dang. It was bootlicking.
It was bootlicking. Oh.
I don't know, like.
No one was going to put her down as well. I thought, no, that's going to be.
I've never seen what bootlicking was. That's all. I'm like, let me just make a tongue licking a boot.
I reckon we should stop at 60. So I reckon QB
Okay.
needs to bring it home.
No.
It was fight.
Boom. Oh, you won.
Oh, she's at 60. Right, there we go. Let's call it there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a little.
Right. So let's do this.
Congratulations, Dan. You took the crown or the belt or whatever.
It was it was one of those confusing things. So I'm gonna do our
Okay, yeah, it's time to get to work. Time to get
yeah. I mean, it's quite an easy one. It's quite a nice short one. I'm gonna do some copying and pasting and mostly some deleting, which is pretty cool. I can't find out which infra client it was released in. It was definitely before 17. I think it was 16 something. In fact, I can probably find out which version of HA Proxy. So HA Proxy uses a thing called custom resource partials. And they were released at least in 16, because I can tell you that 16 supports custom resource partials, because HA Proxy uses them. So custom resource partials are a really nice way of deduplicating your code, really. So let me just go and so if let's say we've got a backend resource and we need to use the config file stuff everywhere. Let's go and see what's in the config file resource. User, group, config directory mode, config file, and a bunch of these things. So rather than adding these 35 lines to multiple files, you could just include them. So kind of like a make file include or include contents, basically. You just include this class in your class. I think you would probably call it a mix-in, but it's not really super important. The long and the short of it is you have a file that has common resource functionality. That could be helper methods. It could just be properties, which is the most common thing I use. So user defaults, some descriptions, and you can just pull them in. And I've got an example of like how we would want to use them in our Postgres cookbook. So Postgres is again by the sous chefs. I'm just picking up their cookbooks because I either wrote them or you wrote this one, or they're a good example of custom resources, and all they do is custom resources. So excuse me whilst I just keep using the sous chefs cookbook stuff, which is it's probably fine. Let me bring up the community Slack. Let me see. So if anyone's got any questions, drop them in the DevRel channel or the sous chef channel or in the chat. That's cool. Right. So we've got a resource here, and we've got a set of resources. I'm just gonna scroll through this a second. So there's the database resource, and you'll see we've got a set of connection preferences here. So user database, host port, PSQL RC. I think there's an RC file how you connect to a Postgres database. I actually can't remember how this all works because it was so long ago that I wrote this. Then there's the extension, which also has some connection preferences, and then the user also has some connection preferences. So basically, we need a common set of resource properties to connect to the Postgres database. So we're just going to extract those common things and just dump them in a file. I've just got our file up and running already. So I've just so what I've done is create a partial directory. It's going to be nice and quick this one today. There's a resources and then partial directory, and then I'm going to call it underscore connection. And then in no, I want database probably. So I'm just going to grab this, and then dump straight in the connection Derby. Also spelled preferences wrong there, but that's okay. We haven't got to worry about that anymore. I'm also just going to format this slightly as we can whilst we're here, because we don't need to worry about space anymore, because we're not trying to. We want to make this as readable as possible, and now we've got all the space in the world. Then we're okay with that. Okay. No, I will type in a second. There'll be some typing happening that I can do. Lovely. And so what I like to do is just space them out this way, because it's a little bit easier to read. And yeah, I'm being slightly boring here. I'm gonna format them, but as you'll see, I'm just gonna go off and make a pull request with this content in a second anyway. So yeah, we've got our common properties that are exactly the same as we've had in database, and then we said we wanted the extension as well, so I'm going to delete the extension bits, and then I think it was user. And we're no longer need any of that stuff. Now all we need to go and do then, I think, let me just double check before I say this, is I think it's just use. So I'm just going, yeah, I was right. So we just go use and then partial / underscore connection. And it's kind of like, it's very much like a require relative, that kind of stuff. So if you name your folder partials or like super awesome stuff that I regularly use, then you just go use super awesome stuff that I regularly use / and then the file name. However, as with Ruby, you don't need the RB at the end of it. And this file, if you want to know this gets transformed into a class under the hood, and we use that as the class. It's a class, probably isn't actually. I'm probably talking out of my ear hole at the moment. What you need to worry about is really just use resource, use partial and then underscore connection in this case. So all the connection stuff is in there. I can get rid of that, and the user extension, I've got rid of that, and then database, I've got rid of that in there as well. And actually, while I'm here, I don't actually need this anymore, because it turns out that we use the same license everywhere anyway, so I'm just going to remove it. Just delete that, and that's it. That's the simple thing is nice. That's a nice, really, really clean way of reusing code. And I wanted to keep it nice and short today, because if you've got any questions, fire them in the chat. But if you haven't used resource partials before, because you haven't gotten to Chef 16 before, this is another reason to get onto a new version of Chef client, because you haven't got to reuse the same bits of code everywhere. The Docker cookbook is another good one. Let me just go find that. There was a way of doing this originally, which included require the Chef have your file inherit from Chef resource, which was your base path. So Docker uses this. No. So yeah, QBRD. No. So nothing really takes the partials have to be in a partials directory. You can call the directory whatever you like. I could have called it underscore partial or partials or super random fun stuff. It doesn't really matter. The partial directory is kind of nice. It's kind of like the standard we've kind of come across. But you can call it whatever you like, really. Yeah. And then this should work. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a changelog. And that's.
So it's kind of like like using components and like you can create something and reuse it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So if you had a helper method, I'm just going to unshare my terminal trying to update in the background, because of course it's trying to update. Let me just open up the Docker cookbook. There's another one that's probably actually a bit more gnarly, and it's why, well, I didn't show it because it is gnarly. We've got some resources, and then we've also got a partial here. So you can include like just normal Ruby logic in them as well. So we've got helper methods, or methods that help with scrolling with the properties. So it's in the top bit. So all of these properties and these unordered array types and partial hash types are available to use by anyone who uses the partials. This is a sort of more slightly more advanced case, but you can do whatever you like with them. Yeah, they're just a bunch of reusable code really today. Again, we've got some alias methods there. So TLS CAS is now TLS underscore that stuff. So you can do that. Again, you can use the action class as well. So we can pull in an action class. Mm-hmm. So here we've got helpers that help the properties. That's the top bit of that. That's usually the provider part. And then there's the resource part of the bulk, which is part of the action class. So we've pulled in both of those things. I don't know if you can actually also pull in resource actions. I personally wouldn't pull in a resource action because then you're trying to override some action from another thing. I haven't seen the need for that there. That smells... That sounds like your resources might smell a little bit of some weird reuse pattern, or they might actually be one resource if you're trying to like do the same action on multiple resources, and they do the same thing underneath. So you probably could do the same action in here as well, but I wouldn't do that. I say you probably can do that because I've never tried, because that sounds mad. But yeah, you can do action classes, you can do alias methods, and then all these property goodness. So anything you can do with properties, you can do that here, and then all the methods here. So yeah, helper methods for that stuff. This is a more, what was it, gnarly way of doing it. And that's pretty much it. That is literally the end of my demo because it's so quick. I could show me adding stuff to the changelog, but you probably don't want to watch me do that because it's nice and simple. I think we'll just leave it there. Probably doesn't make sense to call it Bob's scripts. Probably not Bob's scripts, but Bob's Burgers makes way more sense. So you're good. QBRD, yeah. So I think we'll probably leave it there actually.
Yeah.
And I think next Tuesday we have an article that we're going to talk about. Maybe we should mention that on the stream. Because
cool.
Anyone that's going to read it and let us know that we're wrong, or we're on the wrong path. That'd be really cool. So it's
I'd like to hear everybody's opinion on it, and kind of talk about everybody's favorite CI/CD platform, basically. Oh yeah, you put it in there. Good.
Yeah. So unlocking developer velocity with the right CI/CD pipeline. Not pipeline, platform. There's a whole host out there. I will always hate on Jenkins because I've always made to be using Jenkins when I don't want to use Jenkins. But there are right reasons to be using Jenkins. I can go on a whole hour and a half about how much I hate Jenkins, but no one needs to rehash. No one needs to hear this. But it's a really interesting article. I think there's some really interesting stuff there. Let us know if you're using GitLab CI, for example, or GitHub Actions. There's some cool stuff there. Azure pipelines, any of that kind of stuff. So just let us know what you're using, and it'd be interesting to see, even if it's not just get distracted by delivery trucks driving down this road. Then let us know what you're using and why you're using it. That's always that's always good. And QB, is all. I mean, who is a fan of Jenkins? I've met some people and they're always wrong. And they go, but I really like doing this. But there's a plugin for everything. And I was like, yeah, that's the problem. There's a plugin for everything. And the plugins aren't usually your problems because you have to maintain the plugins, and the plugins are usually out of date. And by the time you've got the plugins, it's probably got a security problem on it because some weird Java problem. And it's just nasty. I literally spent probably 20 or 30% of my time at one point just maintaining Jenkins. So
Goodness.
no one needs this.
No. Well, I don't know. I've never used Jenkins, but GitLab, CI, like, I love that. It's really, really easy and pretty user friendly. So
yeah. So I'm going to go off and read the article properly rather than just conflate what's on the article, and let us know what you think next Tuesday. Oh yeah, there's QBRD said GitHub CI is not without the shortcomings though.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a good conversation.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I knew this would.
Let me know. I always
well,
bit.
Like every pass to their own.
I always bit.
Right.
But yeah, let us know. And to be honest, if you've got something slightly controversial to come along with, like you know what, Jenkins is the best thing ever, and you can't wait it. You know, me and QBRD might have some other opinions.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it. I mean, it's something like a good debate.
And it sounds like Kaya is in the GitLab corner. So
yep.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Well,
cool.
We'll do that. So we'll be streaming the same time next Tuesday. I will not be here next Thursday because I'll be hopefully driving across the country. Hopefully on holiday somewhere. Fingers crossed.
Nice.
If there's no fuel shortage or that kind of stuff. UK is going mad for fuel at the minute. So if you tell people there's no fuel shortage. If you tell people there's no fuel shortage and there's suddenly a fuel shortage because everyone's panic buying fuel.
Right. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's how it happens. It's how it happens in the West.
It's fun. Right. I think we'll leave it on that somber note of people panic buying fuel.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining.
Take it easy.
Next week. Bye.
Bye.